Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of TradeCaster.com. Hey, all right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Now, if you're looking at me in disappointment on why I'm on later today, if you're looking at me expecting me to be on at 10 a.m. and you're thinking to yourself right now, YB, how could you do this to me? YB, how could you do this to me? How could you hop on later? Why are you not on at 10 a.m.? You should be ashamed of yourself. Guys, we had a couple technical problems with my computer. My computer was not cooperating this morning, and I had to figure it out via internet. It just would not. My Ethernet cable just wouldn't connect, and you know that's a big issue when trying to run a bunch of programs and everything. I need an Ethernet cable of sorts. So, finally got the problem figured out. We're good to go since I got a new Ethernet cable, but that took longer for me to realize than I thought that was a problem. So, here we are right now. We're good to go, guys. So, good morning. Good afternoon at this point, almost. Good, yeah. Fuck. So, what is going on, guys? I have had 0 trades today. I have had 0 trades, but I have been eyeing this market up. And look at the S&P 500, guys. Let's take a look here. Look at the S&P 500. Look at what is going on, and look at what finally cracked. If we can take a look here. Look at what happened here. So, we're coming up to the point, yada, yada, yada. Okay, it's like, cool, we're going to bounce. It's okay, whatever. Let's bounce off it. It's okay. Like, not that big of a deal, right? We're just going to bounce. So, I don't even know why to think about it at this point. Well, not only don't we bounce, right? But, as you can see in the first hour, we took all that back in the first 4-hour candle. Gave it right back. Spiked right back up to 436. Next post-market candle, next post-market candle, spike right through that, break the point, spike right back down. Okay, so that's going to be the top, guys. That's it. We're good. We're dumping. Okay, cool. Now, go back over, spike way above it, all the way up to 438. It's like, wait, hold on, rewind. What's going on? Come back in here, go all the way back into it, all the way back down to 435 today, and now all the way up to 437.69 and climbing. So, whoa, like, what is going on right now, bro, right? So it's like, okay, so what does this mean? Guys, in my head, if we stay above this point, we hold this until 1 o'clock, we are completely bullish right now. So if you guys are in puts, you guys are in, you know, for the long-term puts or whatnot, let's say you get August 12th expiration or something random, right? You got to be 100% aware that that by that time, I mean, maybe the market will go back down, but right now we're 100% bullish, so you have to be cautious. You have to be careful. Whoa, I just expanded that a lot. So, yeah. So, that's where I'm at on the day. That's what I got going on. Now, I did indeed peep Dexstream, seeing that he made over $13,000 on a stock today. So, let me take a look at this. See if this is... No. So, this is a dead stock now. But, hey, guys, this is why if you want to trade penny stocks, be here pre-market. That's why I trade every day. Penny stocks, right? I hop on around 7. I usually don't take a trade till around... 8 or something, right? It just depends on what's ripping and running. Now, surely I wasn't on today at 8 because of this issue. I've been working on that problem for a long time now. And, I mean, I just genuinely didn't think to myself that an Ethernet cable would be the problem. I thought it was a more complex, I guess you could say, issue than just a simple Ethernet cable. So, basically a dead play right now. Nothing too crazy going on. Spiked up, pre-market. Now, TOP I did take a look at, did peep, didn't catch anything on it, though. So, had that one hold up. After the hold up, boom. So, what is my game plan for the day? What am I looking at? It's like, okay, YB, yo, that's all cool and all. But you weren't here at 10 a.m. So, now, what are we looking at? You didn't have time to explain to us what's going on. What's going where? Okay, all right. Calm down. Let me figure this out. All right. Everyone stay calm. Okay. So... what I would really be looking at still is just the S&P. I want to see another climber of a day, right? If I come here at the S&P and I move this to a 30-minute chart, let's see where we're at. See how it's this is almost a little choppy or whatnot, right? So, whoa, that's Amazon. I was going to say, wait, rewind. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Higher lows, right? Building up to the point to where we break out to 440 area, and hopefully, we can break out above and beyond, 442, 443. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Gotta move the energy. Gotta get the energy in the room, buddy. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I had a couple technical problems beforehand, but we're good. We're back. We're live, baby. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else at 11 o'clock on a Thursday. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, this is what we're doing. This is where we're at. So, like I'm saying, so we have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And now we're building to the point to where if we can really start to, continue this formation, come up to the 442, 443 spot, oh, we're going, boys. We're going, ladies and gentlemen. We are out. See you guys because, hey, do I have to say it? Do I have to preach it again? I've been holding these calls. I've been holding these calls since before, it seems, before time started. Before you guys, any of us were even born, I bought calls, right? Because it seems to be that's how it is. So we're gonna get rid of TOP as it's not doing anything right this second. Could bounce off you up, so watch that if you're looking for TOP. Okay, S&P coming in here, going to the daily. I bought calls. Ready for this? You ready for this? Way back yonder. Now it was up here, essentially in this area. I bought calls because I was up around 110, 113, excuse me, 114%, not 110. And I didn't sell it. You know why? I had a target when it was at these highs at 450. What's my new target? 440 push. I want 440 to push, and I want it to break. And I want 440 to break, and then I want 443.90 to break. Right now, if it can do that, as long as this does not form higher lows, which right now that was the last spot of higher lows you could have put down confidently. Right? Can we all agree? This was the last trend line you could put down of higher lows? Excuse me, of lower highs, right? You have, okay, the topping point, then you have lower high. Then you come in here and you have dang near lower high right here, right? Kind of rode it, but broke out. And now we're going to a little bit of chop. So let's see if this is going to start to hold up and make new highs here. So that's what I'm doing, guys. So I'm doing on the day. Today's a good day, baby. Today's a great day. I don't have a ghost energy or anything. You know what I'm rocking today? Celsius. That's how I wake up in the mornings, guys. You gotta stay energetic. Gotta be free. So, ladies and gentlemen, if any of you guys have traded stocks, let me hear the profits. I seen a what would that be called? A try stream today with Dex Caesar and AK. Who here banked on that? Who here banked with them? Who here today is up? Who here is going crazy today? Let me know in the chat. And I'll get hyped with y'all. Come on, man. I love it. I love to see it. I love to hear it. So, who here today is green? Who here is having a fantastic day? Because if I was trading, I know today would be an amazing day. Today would be an awesome day. I'm still trading. I'm just we're waiting for the perfect opportunity to present itself. So, gonna take a look at that. Gonna take a look at Tesla as well. Load up Tesla on this chart. Tesla yesterday was my play of the day. 32% on the contracts I had. Not a bad trade. Rather quick trade as well. It was maybe a 5-minute trade, right? So not a bad trade. Faster trade. Coming below view up. 50, 200. But, it's kind of in a chop city. Now, a candle like this. Now, at 10:07. Anyone know what happened at 10:07? Look at the S&P. Let me take a look at the S&P. Maybe I'll go and look at the world economic map. Yep. So it seems to be same thing here. Same thing here at 10:07. Big drop off, big sell off. So we're gonna go here. Bada bing, bada boom. Economic calendar for the month. So essentially, guys, okay, what is this calendar? What does this mean? If you guys don't know, yada yada yada. Go to today. Okay. 2:30 a.m. He must have been like overseas because that's wild. Anyways, so initial jobless claims at 8:30, pending home sales at 10. So did pending home sales? So it looks like they came out with negative. Seems to be negative, right? Negative. Okay, so negative 2.7. So what does that mean? What does that mean anyway? So do you guys think that's what could have pushed this thing? 10 a.m. The build up, and then it dropped off. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out, man. We will figure it out. That's where I'm at on the day, guys. So I'm just chilling out. I'm not doing anything too crazy, right? I won't force anything. My normal trading hours is pre-market to 12 o'clock. So, still got a little window here. Might stream a little bit longer for you guys since I was late. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. Don't lock me in the basement and never mind. Anyways, trying to think here. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. So what do I want to do? Okay, so the S&P is on a little bit of a climb, right? I'm already in those long-term calls or whatnot, but they're super long-term. So I'm trying to make a little bit of cashito today. Let me think. Do we want to play a penny stock? Oh yeah, another thing here too. Look at what Top did. What is this? What is this? April 27th, April 28th. Look at that. All the way up to 256 that day. The amount of room this stock had to go, and still has to go, right? Like if this stock really started to pick up some volume, I'm sure other people have preached it already, but this thing could really start to pick up some heat. So let's say it broke above, what's the high here? 1260. If it broke above the high there at 1260, really started to pick some heat up, you have room until this wick, right up here. What is this, 2475? Well, catching a penny stock from 1260, is that what I just said? To 2475. I mean, like, I'll do that. I'll do that 7 days a week, fucking every day of the year for 300, you know what I mean? For 10 years straight. I mean, I'm taking it. I'm fine with that. Then, you know, you come up here, you have another wick down here. You always just got to be cautious. Any wicks, you know, what is that, 40, 60. Now we're getting a little bit overextended. Now people are getting a little bit more, you know, confused, a little bit more like, okay, all right, here we go. Let's see. And then they're just like, maybe I'll take my profits, maybe I won't. And then you spike up to $100 plus coming up here, dude. People are now like, okay, now this is overextended. Well, apparently not, guys. 256 is wild, especially because that happened. That gapped up straight off of the high here of 24. That is wild. So this stock does have room to go. There it is, right near the 50 and VWAP starting to come back up here. If it can't break out from this lower high formation here, you'll have to place a trend line here. Just something like this. Something I'm thinking just like that. A little something like that, right? Lower high formation starting to really form here. And it'll start to kick. It'll start to really punch, man. And you don't want this to come below VWAP and start to crack, start to fade and fall. Shorters will come in and take this play away if this is an easy shorted stock. So let me see here. TOP, bringing this up on both sides here. 850, 842, there you go. So maybe I'll watch this one if it wants to break high today and actually start to pick up a lot of momentum or whatnot. Volume on the stock isn't too bad. Let me see real quick. Let me go to Yahoo Finance. So yahoofinance.com. Give me 1 second. Go to TOP, check the float on this. So I did not check the float yet today. That's the first thing I usually do on any stock. Right, I check the float, I check the news. I see what's going on with it. So the float is 5 million. Not a bad float at all. That's actually a really good float. So a good float, not a bad float at all. A 10 million share float. Sorry, I see something. But the last press release, on my end anyways, wasn't like the last, okay. Why Amsterdam shares are trading higher. What top financial group stock is popping off. 12 financial stocks. Why Carpi Holdings. Top financial. I mean, these are all just saying like, oh, this is the number one play right now. Why is it popping off? Why is it popping off? Yada yada yada. Right? It just doesn't seem like there's any good press release. Like there's nothing out right now. There's absolutely nothing. So maybe this is a continuation stock. I mean, you guys probably already went over it, but on my end anyways, I don't see any good press release happening. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what y'all are feeling, but I'm just waiting it out. I'm just sitting. I'm just thinking to myself, maybe we'll take a trade on this one. If it wants to come above this higher low formation, break 894, I'd be in it. Good to go. Looking for a rip and run. And S&P doesn't care. S&P said, hold everything. Hold it all. I don't care. Jessica, I'm leaving you behind. It's going up. That's essentially what I was trying to say there. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. It's a hefty amount too. So now we're pushing high a day again, right? High at pre-market's 438.18. If we can start to push the 438 mark, I mean, we're 30 cents off it. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can continue this rip and run. Now, what are we looking for? What am I looking for essentially? Now, as you can see, that's a big gap. If we hit 450 today, guys, I'm running out of my chair. You know, we're doing a streaking event, okay? And it's gonna be hosted by me, myself, and I, because that's gonna be wild if it hits 450. Yeah, buddy. What's up, T. Bryson? How's your day doing, man? I hope you're profitable today. Hope you're having a profitable day. Profitable Thursday, dude. I love Thursday. I don't know why. It's the day before Friday, and I mean, see, here's the thing. Back in the day, I didn't mind the weekend. Nowadays, it's like, guys, genuinely, it's like I can't trade. Okay, well, then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm supposed to live a little. You know what I mean? Do some stuff. So I guess we'll take the weekend and do some stuff. And then we got Tuesday off. Like, what is this, man? We got Tuesday off and we got a short day Monday. By the way, Monday, I'm getting this set up this weekend, but I'm gonna do some options. I mean, not options. Excuse me. I'm gonna do some futures trading. Yeah, Darth Trader, one of the users in chat all the time, one of the Tradecaster members. There we go. He talked me into it, man. So I'm gonna be using a platform called. Give me a second, because I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's called. Oh man, if only I remembered. I think it's like, okay, Take Profit Trader. There it is. I got you guys. Don't even worry about it. Don't stress it. Yeah, buddy, got you. That's my slogan. Take Profit Trader. Apparently, it's one of the best ones out there. One of the best futures trading platforms or whatnot. AKA, like, I guess you could say brokerages or whatnot. Prop firms. So, I'm using that. I was thinking about just using my own capital. But at the same time, you know, I'd rather trade with $50,000 rather than, like, I don't know, 10,000, 20,000, whatever amount I load up in there. Cause and here's also a great part that I didn't even think about. That's also true. Why use my capital? Hear this out. Hear me out. Why use my capital when, okay, the only thing I don't like, evaluation phases, I understand them. Don't get me wrong, like, you kind of have to. You can't let just Joe Schmo trade with your money, right? Like, I would not let just anyone take my money and trade with it if they, like, wanted to, right? Obviously, you know, be a financial advisor or whatever. Like, okay, here's a couple bucks if you know, are legally able to do so. But, hold on. But my main thing is, like, it's like, I get it. It's just some of them are wild, right? Like, there's this one that's so on TikTok. I did this one, and I passed it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, like, it was impossible to pass. It's just show you they gave you a $100,000 account, but your daily drawdown was $500. Like, that's not even 1% of the account. That's like that was wild to me when I seen that, and I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. So TOP though, TOP starting to break this lower high. There it is, guys. So a little bit of a pop here on TOP. A little bit of a pop here. So what is my plan here? What's my plan if I want to trade TOP? Well, I almost want to bring this over here real quick. Look at this daily and 4-hour chart. Let's take a look here. Let me take a look at the 4-hour. What I don't want to happen, right, is me get in at the high day and then everyone else get out at the high day. Let's say some guys got in off this gap up at the high day and then now they're just holding. Oh, man, okay. And, hey, guys, that might be my wrap play on TOP there. So what was I initially just saying? What was I just saying, guys? Now, this isn't me being like, oh, I was right. But essentially, I was right. So, what's my thought process here? Okay, it's going to get a little bit high. It might get a little bit overextended, and then it could just sell off like it did back here. And look at that. Past chart history states this stock has, just from today, just from this gap up, it has history of just spiking down, right? Of just, like, shooting down. So, you'll get up to a high, and they'll be like, and I'm taking my profit, right? And then, you know what I mean? Everyone takes their profit. They load back up. They comes up to here. Okay, we're all taking our profit. You know, it's like, okay, boom, dumps. Okay, we're building back up, and we're all taking our profit, right? So it's like, and what just happened here, broke the lower high formation. Somebody, you know, they all bought in, but you got the guys that are in from here, and, you know, look at what they did. They took their profit. Thoughts on Tesla? Tesla, honestly, right now, I don't think I would touch in the same way that I wouldn't touch the S&P right now, right? So it's just now starting to pick a direction, the S&P. So if we take a look at the S&P, you go to the 30-minute time frame, you zoom in on this, and I'll do the exact same thing for Tesla here. And Tesla still doesn't look like it picked a direction yet, right? So if you're looking to just day trade, if that's what you mean by just intraday, like day trading Tesla or whatnot, I really wouldn't. So look, so it seems to be before this last 30-minute candle, what seems to be at 11, right? It was just kind of chopped. Like, if you asked me which direction it was going to go, I would say I have no idea, right? Like that sneeze. Ugh. And now on Tesla, I go to Tesla. Come back here. Ugh. Sorry, hopefully I'm not a little sick here, guys. Coming in, 30-minute chart, looking at it, still a little bit of chop. A scalp trade on Tesla, okay. Okay, let me, 1 day, 1 minute, let's see. Hey, if you want a scalp trade, here's what I'd play. 100% Co7. I would play the, bless you. Thank you, I appreciate that. No, what is it? I would play the 50, the view up, and the 200. Now, look, so you had resistance here, broke through, whatever, you know, came back down to the view up. So this whole area right here just is kind of just support and resistance, right? We're below it, all this is resistance. We're above it, all this is support. Now, it's disrespecting it in the point of, as you can see, the view up, it's just going in and out of it, no care in the world type situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, but I don't think I would touch Tesla until you see some sort of confirmation. I could see this falling off, maybe coming back to low day, if that so happened, but I don't just, you know, I just wouldn't touch it right now with the way the market is. Volume's a little bit lighter right now. You know, we're coming up to the noon hours. Hey, what's up, Zach? Everybody, I'm late. Glad you're still here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, we're still here. We're coming in hot. I got you. Don't worry about it. I was a little late today myself. It's okay. It's okay. I know, guys. I'll make it up to you somehow. So what is my game plan if you're just tuning in? What is my game plan? Was potentially thinking about some type of play on TOP if it could break top, if it could break the 894 level and actually start to rip and run. Maybe have another hold up. Maybe have another hold up followed by another good candle and another good green candle or whatnot. But as you can see, this candle kind of weaned me off it. Spiked up to 7.5, hit the 7.5 point. Everyone took the profits. Boom. So now we're coming down, forming lower highs on this one. And the option plays, I'd probably look at the S&P. Let me look. S&P. If we, you know, there's multiple things you can do here. So as you can see here, we're above all these points. We're above all of these, you know, indications, all these support levels, whatnot. But I personally wouldn't be taking anything to the put side with this still holding. There we go. Higher lows. These higher lows are still forming. Right? So that's a big issue here. And even if you're looking for a day trade or whatnot, you still just have to be very cautious. As you can see, right here seems to be some what was to be clean resistance. Just broke through that. What is this high here? This high of 437.53. This high here up 437.44. Right around that 437.50 mark. And now we push some highs coming up. We'll see if we can continue to rip and run. Hopefully we can. That'd be the best point. Just noticed you're on 11:26. So you're the one late. Never mind. I know. I'm aware, Zach. I know. It's a pain, man. I didn't mean to be late. Tradecaster members, you guys are going to eat me for that one. It's okay. It's okay. So, lower highs formed here. Lower highs here formed on TOP. Here's what you could do. Okay, let's say TOP. You're like, guys, I need a trade. Guys, I have to take a trade. I don't know, man. The wife needs a new Louis bag or something. Okay, fine now. Right? So, okay, here's what I'm thinking in my head. All right, we come to here, right? We come to this point. We never held above it technically. Technically, we've never held above it on any candle, right? So even if you go to the 5-minute, as you can see the 5-minute, you still never have held above. And you can adjust this how you will or whatever you want, but almost looks like a big gap up, potentially bull flag. I'm just seeing this on the 5 real quick. I don't know if this is how valid that is, but you have your initial gap up here, as you can tell. Boom, right there's your gap up from here to here, yada yada yada. Now you have your downtrend forming, right? Then you have your downtrend. Your downtrend, right? So we're in this chopping momentum to where either way we break out here, you just gotta be careful. I would not take puts on this puts. I wouldn't take shorts on this play until below the view up here, 787. So that is where I'm at. You guys have any plays you want me to look over? Feel free to type in the chat. And there it is on Tesla. So that's a W pattern in a way. I see that here. My issue my issue with Tesla, man, it's just, so right here it is. So right here's the top trend line for the day. If it can break out and really start to break out, I wouldn't be against calls if that's what you're looking for. But just know that I don't see much that's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Tesla's always been a rip and run in these past few days. It's been more than the past few days here. Yeah, had that quick dip, starting to come back off it. So if it can come back off that dip and start to push the highs of 279 again, hey, kudos to you guys, because you guys are gonna be printing. Because yeah, look at that, man. All the way down from $160 all the way up to $270. That is wild. Them long-term option plays would have went crazy. Or if you guys have enough to buy calls, you guys have enough to buy longs, you guys would have been crazy. Oh baby, just peeping this now. $11,598 profit. 31,000 in June. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Good stuff, Deck. That's crazy. That's some awesome profit. There. All on SGTK. Hey, guys, that's why it pays to be here pre-market. If you guys can't pre-market trade, maybe you guys, your brokerage doesn't allow it. Maybe you guys are, maybe you guys don't have enough, capital to trade penny stocks or whatnot. Come on. I mean, listen. All right. Save up a decent amount, right? I know, guys, I know this one man, he started from $500 on penny stocks, right? I started with $1,000 on penny stocks, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you save up enough. If you make the right trade, surely you're not trading as much, but you're winning more. And that's what matters, right? So, but if you're consistently profitable with options and you have a smaller account or whatnot, hey, you 135% do you. Yeah, you're killing it, man. 135%, guarantee it, you're killing it. Don't ever stop, right? But if you want to get involved with some penny stocks, what do I recommend? Okay, so here's something I'll recommend. So, I used before a brokerage called CMEG. They don't apply by the PDT rule. They're an offshore broker. I'm not going to lie, for smaller accounts, I've done smaller account challenges on there, $500, $1,000 or whatnot, right? So, their margin accounts only need $500, right? Because they're an offshore brokerage, they don't have to apply by the PDT rule. So, that's one option. It's called CMEG, right? You could use another one called a cash account in Thinkorswim, a cash account in Interactive Brokers. It has next day settlement, so it needs to settle. The money needs to settle for 24 hours before you can actually use it. But the thing about it is, split it up. Let's say you load it up with like $10,000 or something. 5,000 use one day, 5,000 use the other day. You'll be able to trade every single day. That's another option. You can open up multiple brokerages, right? Multiple brokerages. Maybe stick however much you can in them, or even if you're trading with $1,000, $500 one day, $500 the next day. Just don't go above it. Act as if your account's at $500, right? So that's another option you can use. There's plenty of options to get around that PDT rule and all those situations if you're trying to trade penny stocks. So just never think that there's no way around it and that you're kind of stuck, because that's not true. That's not true at all. So coming in now, S&P. S&P starting to push some new highs, make some higher lows. I'm liking this higher low formation here, starting to really form here. So we have yet to really get that breakout and that push. I'm thinking if we continue this higher low formation here, maybe just keep it up, we'll get a breakout above what seems to be the pre-market high and start to really spike here. So, guys, that's where I'm at on the day. I still have this little pattern forming here on TOP. Just got to be cautious. This is on the 5-minute. So, on this penny stock, as you can see, though, that one candle that spiked up, you don't want to be the guy that gets in at that high, and then you get screwed by staying in there, because you would have got screwed. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Just chilling out. Tesla not doing a crazy amount. Tesla just doing its normal thing. Still holding this little uptrend or whatnot that's going on here. Just let this hold this uptrend if you guys are looking for scalps or whatnot. Oh, man. It's hard to scalp a play. In my eyes, anyways, it's hard to scalp a play that's like, how do I put it? That's not really doing, it doesn't have enough action to it, you know what I mean? It's kind of just chopping. It's kind of just chop city. So, that's where I'm at. So, like I said before, you guys have any plays? You guys have any plays that you guys took today that is, that killed it? That, made your day? That made your week, your month, or anything? Deck had SGTK. And if you guys have any plays yourself, let me know. If I was here pre-market, oh man, if only I was able to trade pre-market, man. It's like, of course, right? The one day I don't trade pre-market, there's a stock that goes from like Let me just take a look. Let me just take a look. This would be the luck, though. This is what happens. That's why you gotta be here every single day to trade. You gotta be here every day. You can't be here some days. I didn't even mean to miss today, but jumped up at, what is that? Okay, that was at 6 a.m. So this play has already been going all day, and it's just been spiking and going and going. This is on the 1 minute. So I would have been on by 7 a.m. So at 7 a.m., you'd have that 7 a.m. spike. And then at the high daybreak, let's say you get in at the high daybreak right there, you could ride this all the way up, right? No reason to get out until you have any resistance. There's nothing pulling back or anything. Sell off here, right? You can catch a play at the high daybreak from 23, what seems to be 23.50 area, all the way up to what seems to be around the $30 area, the 29. What's the high here? High of 30. High of 30. Sell out. Sell out right there. Hey, good stuff, man. You made $700 off 100 shares. Say you take 200 shares. Good stuff, man. You just made $1,400. Right? Right? Then you go to this consolidation range, lower highs, coming in here. And then boom, let's say you get in. Let's say you get in at this little break here of the high day. $30. Spikes all the way up. Oh my gosh, you're in. You're going crazy, baby. $38. 40, baby. You just made yourself another $1,000 off 100 shares. So that's all I'm thinking about, guys. I'm pretty sure, you know, everyone's going over SGTK, but that's how I would have played it. I probably would have taken 2 trades on this one. It would have been at this high day break as it consolidated and started to come back up with higher lows. That's why I would have taken it. Not just because it's a high day break, because we have higher low, coming in, breaking out. And I can say this all I want, and it's like, okay, YB, okay, yeah, sure you would have taken it. Yeah, sure you would have taken it. Hold up. Yeah. Oh, would you have taken it? Would you have taken it? Hold on, give me a second. Hold up. It's like this. It's like, oh, you would have taken it, YB? You would have taken it, yeah, buddy? Sure you would have. Okay. Right? So it's like, yes. I'm sure I would have taken it, guys. Anyways. Yes, no, I'm 100% sure. The year every year show profits. Also want to show that my trading is legit. Adam man deck. So right there it is, guys. If you guys want to check that out, right there is live logins, all of his P&Ls, everything he's done. I'm gonna try. I want to upload mine at the end of the year by TradeZella. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just because TradeZella is so clean. You get that chart too. You get that chart of like what is it? All your green days. It's all green. Then you get the red. I love that chart. So. Oh, there we are there. TOP. Potential. If it can stop just consolidating here and, you know, maybe pick a direction to the top side here, potentially maybe I'll take a trade on it, right? I'm not out of the game yet. I'm not thinking about, you know, being done right this second. It's 12, it's noon. Oh baby. Oh baby on baby. Look at that. So S&P starting to make higher lows, starting to really get there, guys. You guys want an option play, potentially watch for a breakout here. We have these higher lows forming, starting to get a little bit tighter. We could start to really break out here on the S&P, right? Start to rip and run, maybe even up to, what, 438.50, 438, you know, 90 area, 438, maybe just 18. Maybe just rip and run right up there. You're still catching yourself 40, 50 cents, right, on a stock. So just be cautious, be careful. But, you know, making higher lows here on the S&P, that's my biggest thing. You're making higher lows here on the S&P. So I love it. Oh, man, dude, I'm starting to feel some energy. I don't know if it's a Celsius talking. I don't know. It's in me, guys. So, if you guys are here right now, you guys are loving it. You guys are loving today. We're going to raise the energy in the room. We're going to raise it by a little bit. We're going to raise all of it. He's all alone through the day. Let's get a banger going. An advertisement hit me before I could have done anything. An advertising hit me before I could have said anything. You know? Give me a second, you guys. Yeah, buddy. Woo! I hope you guys are profitable. I hope you guys are loving today. Baby, let's raise the energy in the room. Code 7. Higher low formation. Not a bad spot to get in near this. As long as this doesn't break. Give me a second. As long as these higher lows don't break, you're good to go, man. The second they break, keep that stop loss tight. Keep that stop loss tight on that. Right? Sorry if I'm like screaming at you guys. I'm letting that bass build up. Okay. Woo! There we go, guys. So a little bit of energy up in this room. Gotta raise it. You gotta love it. I love it. It's about to get fun, yeah, buddy. You gotta love it. So, Code 7, if you're looking for a solid, good old options trade right here, these higher lows are still forming. Get in on some calls right here. Not against it. If this higher low formation breaks, though, get out. Cut that position short. Cut that position flat. Don't stay in this position for too long, right? So that's where we're at today. So, you know what I'm saying? So you see, can we all agree? We got higher lows forming. We got everything forming here, right? Look at this. So you have from what seems to be 1135, what even seems to be, screw 1135. Let's go all the way back down to 1050. We started really ripping and running. We had a little bit of a pullback. Now we're starting to build higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. If we can spike and rip and run, we'll spike and rip and run. So near this trend line is the best spot. Near this trend line, lost. The higher lows didn't break yet, man. The higher lows didn't break. What do you? There's no way. You can't. Okay. Listen, I don't know how much you're loading up. So here it is. If this breaks, that's where you get out. Now, once again, your RR in this position should be your. Okay, here's your risk. Okay, so let's say you get in near 6.9. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's say this breaks right now. Comes down to 5.2 area. Comes down to 4.9. Get out. You're risking 10 to 20 cents to make potentially 40, 50, 60, 70 cents, right? That's where I'm at with this play. That's why, in my head, I'm thinking higher low, higher low, higher low. It could break out. We all know the penny stocks that can do it. Where's it at? Where's one of them at today? There's no way it didn't happen already today. So TOP, let's go to SGTK. Look at this. Happened right here. Now, surely it's the penny stock. You can use it to options. You can apply it to options, right? So higher low, higher low, higher low, breaking out. Breaking out, breaking out, breaking out. All because you started to form these higher lows, ride the trend line, and boom. Cracked, spiked, poppled, whatever. So it's hard to say, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh man, that's like whatever, like the best play in the world or whatnot. This is a rather good play. That's if you're looking for a play right this second. That was the play to take. Is it really over? No, it didn't end below, right? So you can say what you want, you knew what you want. Here we go now. This is where you get a little bit more cautious. I wouldn't get out until I'd say the 4 or 5 point. If I was in the trade, I would have got out at 4 or 5 because that is significance that what we have right now is breaking. This uptrend anyways is breaking. Now surely this can dip anywhere in this line, anywhere in this area, I guess you could say, and start to spike back up. Right? S&P's been on a you F'd up, Code 7. How did you F up? How did you F up? You just gotta hopefully you didn't oversize on any position like that. Right? Any trade, guys, here's another thing too. If I take a trade, those are the trades I'm the most confident on. If there's a reason I'm not taking a trade, there's a reason, because I don't like the RR ratio. The risk to reward ratio on certain trades might not be the best, right? For me, anyways. For some of you guys are like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Give me a trade, right? Like, let's trade. Okay, you're here to trade. Right there was one. Higher low formation could have potentially spiked, ripped, and ran. Could potentially still spike, rip, and run. S&P's been on a tear the last couple days or whatnot, right? Let's go take a look at the S&P on the long term real quick. Bring this up over here. Long term, aka the last few days. Go to the 4 hour. Bring it over here. Go here. Boom, boom, boom. 439. Are they 0 day expiration there, Code 7? Oh, man. We're going to have a little talk here, Code 7, if there's 0 day expirations and you loaded up too heavy on them. Okay, so here's the thing. Look, so since what day is this? 6/27? What is that? What is that, 2 days ago? We broke through. Now we've broken through. Look on the long term wise. We broke through the last trend line you could have placed to the downside. We all can agree here. This is the last downside trend line you can place here on the S&P since these highs. Right? We broke through it. We're starting to get up there, right? Now, here's the thing. Long-term wise, we could really start to rip and run. 439 calls with 20% loss, not heavy. If you're not going heavy and you're taking same day expiration, that's okay, I guess, if you're trying to scout. What I do a lot of the times is I'll look for larger percentage with a lower amount of contracts, right? So, like yesterday, 32% on the like 2 to 3 contracts, right? Now, if you're really feeling yourself, do look for 32%, maybe take a couple more contracts if you're confident in the trade. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll take 10 contracts in the S&P and ride that until, 20%. Now, nowadays that's a little bit more, risque or whatnot on my end. I'm not trying to do that as much. I more or less like trading penny stocks in the mornings. I'll come in, take my, quicker. For me, a quicker trade is about, a minute, 5 minutes. Obviously, penny stocks are a completely different world. We're not even talking about that. We're talking options here, right? So a minute, 5 minute wise, and I'm in and out kind of thing. But if it's riding, I let it ride nowadays. I would be like this, guys. Hey, 20%. All right, guys, and I'm out. And you guys would be like, and people would be like, well, there's no real reason to get out other than just claiming 20%. And it's like, okay, well now you guys are up 50%. And I'm like, this thing went to 50%. And now you guys are up 70%. It's like, this thing's at 70% right now, man. That is wild. That is wild right now, dude. So that's where I'm at. That's what happened to me. So 439 calls with 20% loss. How much are you taking? If you're talking same day expiration here, let me go to S&P. I got you. Give me a second. Give me a second. 439 calls. $100. $100 each. $92. No, that's next day expiration. 439. Same day expirations are $19. So depends on how much you loaded up on those. I don't know where your account size is at, so obviously, that could be a lot. That could not be a lot, What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? I hope you're having a wonderful day. 0 day. Okay, there you go. So $19 each. I hope they didn't depreciate more than you think. So, or whatever your account is. $200. Okay. Once again, I don't know what the account's at. So, you got 10. Oh, okay. I had to think about that. I was like, wait, rewind. Wait. Yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. Okay. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what? So what I would try and do, honestly, hold on, give me 1 second here. What I would try and do, honestly, let's bring this up for you guys. Instead of trading the contracts that are worth like $20, $21, unless that is what your account size is at and you need to trade that, 100% fine, nothing against it. Wipe the hands. What I'm saying, though, is the time is 12:10. Same day expirations, Theta is going to start to eat these up at this point, right? That's why they're $20, right? So that's kind of what I'm at right now. That's why I look at out of the money. The expiration, these contracts right now are so cheap, right? You go three spaces out of the money, you're $7. You go 6, they're worth a penny, right? So you go to next day, as you can see, they're a lot more, right? So you got your 141s, you got your $100, your 64s. So at this point in time, I would probably start to trade some next day expirations if you guys want to take some option plays. Just because, these ones, they're super volatile, don't get me wrong. But they're also, there's so much negative hitting you. There's so much. You got Theta. You got Theta hitting you like a tank, man. If it goes down just a little bit, everyone's selling these contracts. Nobody wants them. Type of situation. It's just crazy. It's a whole mess. It's a massacre. SPY is still in the uptrend. I think you're fine. Coach E, 438 incoming. That's what I'm saying. So it's building these higher lows. It's still building higher lows, right? It just broke this little trend line here. Came back above it. Didn't end below it on either end, right? Just respecting it. So YouTube bro just got off the sea-doos. Time to trade. Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. You guys all make me want to have some jet skis up in here, dude. I live in the good old Pennsylvania state, so there's not a... I got to go all the way to... I got to go to Maryland. I got to go to Florida. I got to get out of here, man. If I want to ride some jet skis. 4th of July. Oh, hey. Also, real quick, I know it's not 4th of July. I know it's not 4th of July yet, but it's coming up, so it's going to be a great day. I want to see all of you guys come 4th of July, and I'll preach it. I don't care that it's 4th of July. I still want to see some activity here on Tradecaster, showing me your jet skis, your bikes, right? It's America Day, baby. It's America Day. Even if you're not living in America, you can still celebrate. I want to see your guys' best fireworks, right? I want to see your cookouts, the dads behind the grills. I want to see it all. So that's where I'm at. What do you think, Tesla? Tesla calls breaking out. Let me check Tesla out real quick. There we go. Tesla starting to keep the uptrend going here. It was in that consolidation. That's why I didn't like it for the longest time. You can even see it on the auto trend line. But even if these weren't here, auto trend line and auto resistance, you can still see that, right? You can still see we're building higher lows, whatnot, but we're making lower highs still, right? So you were kind of in a formation of like essentially consolidation, right? So we did break out. We're breaking out to the top side. Calls, I'm not. See, it's just so. I would wait for the S&P to almost make a move in a way. And I know they're not the same stock, and you can say whatnot, but we all know if the S&P here dumps, right? If the S&P here dumps, like, you know, let's say it goes back down to 436.84. Hopefully not. Hopefully we, you know, keep building these higher lows and start to really spike, rip, and run, or whatnot, right? This thing could also start tanking, right? We know blue chips sometimes like to follow the S&P. So just like with this candle here, if we go to the 1 minute, just like this giant red ripper, look at this giant red ripper. I don't know which one it applied to first. I'm assuming the S&P it applied to first, excuse me, and then it came over here. So I would wait for a confirmation breakout on the S&P before I take any trades on any other blue chips. But Tesla, you can print on. Tesla contracts right now, I know they only have Friday expiration. You guys would probably make some bank. Let's see what Friday expirations are at. Holy volatile. Oh man, dude, that is the thing about Tesla. There it is. So that's what I'm saying. Look at that. So that's exactly what I was saying. Right there's that sell-off coming in. So you just got to be cautious. If S&P is not confirmed, to a breakout, is not confirmed to the top side, you got to be cautious then. Gotta be cautious. So that's where I'm at. TOP not doing nothing. I don't like adjusting these. I hate adjusting these because then that means that it's not that critical. I might just leave this top one like right there or something. But whole lot of nothing on TOP. That could have been the play of the day. Obviously, you have SGTX, which was the pre-market play of the day. Still up a rather decent amount, right? Yesterday, we had no penny stocks. And today, we had all penny stocks. And, of course, today, I was not here pre-market. So, you know, it sucks to suck, right? So, there we go. So, TOP got that little breakout. I'm looking for another push at 894, if anything, on TOP. S&P, I wanted to keep building higher and higher. Keep doing its little thing. And then eventually rip her on and, you know, make it to the top side, baby. So, like I'm saying, I always say, man, if you guys have anything, you guys have anything you want me to take a look at, feel free to shout it out, and I'll take a look at it. It's getting crazy up in here, man. My energy levels, we gotta keep reduce, reuse, recycle, baby. You gotta keep going through that energy. Hope you guys are catching some of it over there. So here's we got 20 people in here. Who's green on the day, guys? Who's green on the day? Who's having a good day? Who here was like, man, today's been my best day? Who here today is like, it could have been a better day, right? So let me know. Let me know in the chat what's going on, what you guys are feeling, how you guys are feeling, what's going on with it. Because I'm feeling great. I'm feeling awesome. So we had Tesla. We had Tesla with a quick sell-off. Actually came up way above that. Reclaimed it all. Now starting to chop. This is what I see. We're just chopping around on Tesla, right? That's the issue. So let's go to the open here. Give me 1 second. 258. Opened at 258. Opened at 258.09. 09. We're at 257.53. We moved 60 cents or whatnot, essentially, on the day, right? So, like, that's I mean, you just got to be careful with those types of plays right there. So, TOP with a little bit of a pop. Let's see if this can actually hold here. Let's see if this can actually hold above this little uptrend trend line. I don't want to see something like this again where it doesn't hold. 2023 boot camp. There you guys go. Hey, as TradeCaster members, I think every single one of you guys should check out that boot camp. Should 100% check out the video library if you guys are TradeCaster members here. Most of obviously all of you guys are. If you guys are TradeCaster members, that's so much free info. If you don't know what to do, you don't know a trade to make, you don't know this and this and that, well, I mean, 350, what is that? 367 videos tell you differently, right? Go study that, go study up on it, and have a blast. Down 300, but was up 650 yesterday. There you go, my man. There you go. So, hey, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'll take double my investment every time, right? So just think in your head now, how can you have not lost the 300, and how did you make the 600, the 650? Unless it was completely guess check type situation, right? So good amounts right there, man. Good stuff right there, man. So this candle hit a high of 875. Maybe at the 875 break, I could potentially take a play, just because that's a 7.5 point, and we all know the 7.5 point's rather critical in any stock. So we got this as well. Yup, look at that. So, yup, we can go off the highs here. We can go by that right there. You can extend that, do what you want with it. There we go, a little bit of a pop up. If it breaks 875, potentially could take a trade. My stop loss then would be 815, or wherever this would be. So the break of this downtrend then, I wouldn't hold this through hell and high water, through this little downtrend. I would get out immediately if it broke. But, you know, you can get a dip buy off the view up as well. But I just like the 875 point breakout, because then it has room up to 894, breaks 894. Then we have room all the way up to what seems to be 1033. But even not a boom. So that's where I'm at on TOP. Get a little TOP up here real quick. Check out the 4 hour. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There we go. And this thing goes to 260, guys. I hope you know. This thing goes to 260 today, guys. I want you to know that all TradeCaster members will get a Chipotle burrito shipped to their doorstep. All TradeCaster members subscribed will get a Chipotle burrito shipped to the doorstep. Yep. All the 100 of you guys, once we hit 100, I think that'll be it. Guys, $500 giveaway at 100 subscribers. Nope. Nope, we're not doing that anymore. We're doing Chipotle burritos. Every single one of you guys will get a Chipotle burrito shipped right to your doorstep, personally signed by myself. Not that that matters, but, you know, just try to put that out there. Actually, as much as I love Chipotle, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know if my Chipotle is just messing up, but man, it messes me up sometimes. Right, it's so good, but it messes me up sometimes. Right, sometimes you just, yeah, you know, pleasure for pain, right? Pleasure of eating that thing, but afterwards pain. We're not even gonna go in detail, but yeah, there you go. 894 high here. 894 high. 894 high here. So that's what's so. Hey, so we got these 2 points here. You can go back and take a look, see if this actually what's going on here, what matters or whatnot. So it doesn't seem to be too much resistance at 894, other than maybe I see 1 point right here. Down would seem to be a low of 9. What is this low? Oh, that's off the that is off the 894 level. Low of 889. So you got to be careful there. 889, a few pennies up, you got to spike. So if this thing wants to break out, I'm not against it. Right, it broke out before. It could really start to pick some momentum up, pick some volume up here with people taking a look at this, and it could start to go. So I'm not against it. I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, oh man, no, I can't trade the stock. It already had its breakout, rip and run. What I don't like to see is this right here, though. So we came up, we broke this higher low formation. I mean lower high, excuse me. We broke this lower high formation, came up to 875, immediately dumped down. Immediately dumped down to 807. You got in with 200 shares, you're immediately down 140 bucks, right? You got in with 1,000 shares, you're immediately down what, 750 bucks, right? It's like, okay, well, beats me. It's like, that's what I just don't want that. I don't want to see that come in. If shorters want this play, play the trend line. Play the trend line and view up. If you're a shorter and you're looking at TOP like, oh, yeah, I want to eat, you're just waiting for it to fall, like a pack of wolves with a little baby coyote hanging on a tree, and you're just sitting there licking your lips, licking your chops. You messed up people. Why would you even make a reference like that? You guys are sick. You guys disgust me sometimes, man, in the best way possible. Anyways, so it comes down here, and it could really start to break out and spike here above these levels. So if it can break out and spike above these, I just don't want to see it come in and then dump, and then shorters eat. Shorters take this over. I love my shorters here on TradeCaster, but I just can't join you. Can't join you on it. I've never, you know, and why don't I short? Hey, YB, why don't you short then? Why don't you just short the stock? Short the stock, YB. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Okay, here's the issue. Here's the issue with it. If I short this stock, you know, I just don't have success shorting. I don't have the best success shorting when it comes down to it. Let's say I put up so-and-so amount to short it. I just never have had the best success. You know, obviously there's very easy shorting opportunities out there, and maybe I'll take them or whatnot, right? I just personally don't have the best success shorting. So some people do. Hey, I know, you know, AK, that's bread and butter. Shorts all day, every day. Could eat, you know, 7 meals off that. But me personally, I just know I'm not the guy that can just short. So there we go on the S&P too, starting to push these highs again. What was my issue here? Higher low, higher low, higher low. Kind of broke it. I thought to myself that this 100% could happen and can happen. Is that the S&P can go from making higher lows, come in here, and then retest it and re-break. What's up, Jonathan? Have I pulled the trigger on any plays? I have not. My only play I'm thinking about right this second, and this might tell me differently, right here. Touch of the 50. There it is. I'm thinking if it spikes above this trend line right here, comes above, starts to spike 875, I take it above 875. It'd be above the trend line and above the 75 point. So those are my two plays, and then I'd ride that through the 95 break, and then 94 break. But if we get another touch of trend line, hey, if you guys want, there you go. There you guys, there's a good potentially good play. Spy calls soon. Spy calls. I don't. We're getting overextended at this point. So spy call is the best spot to take them. Give me 1 second. The best spot to take him. There's 438. 438. Yup. Hey, do what you want. Do what you want with that. But I'm thinking it would have been right down here near the 50 if it would have came down near the view up. I like bounce trades in a way, right? I like reversals, right? So here we go up to what is it, 438. You could do the 438 break for a massively tiny scalp because we all know what's unless it wants to spike. It wants to spike up to 438.18. Give me 1 second. Throat's feeling a bit heavy on me. If it wants to spike up to 438, break 438, and just keep going, hey, kudos to you. Kudos to you. Nothing wrong with it. But playing those dollar breaks can always be a bit risky. As we've seen, you'll have something like this. It'll spike right up to 438.18. Let's just go with this, and then boom, dump right off it. And now you're in with a cost basis of 438.18, and then it dumped back down. So only play I'm thinking about right now would be TOP if it could potentially not break that downtrend line, and what is it? And start to spike. What do you think about AMD? I have a put out for a month. Is this good or bad? Let me check it out. I got you here. I'll check it out for you there, Jonathan. AMZ. Yup, totally. AMD is what I meant. Okay. AMD. You have a put out for a month. Okay, what I would play right now, and what's critical, first play the 50. Breaks the 50, that's like, okay, all right, we're getting there. Okay, this is getting a little risque. Right, play what you would be, okay, hold on, let me extend this. Right, you see how we're coming up right up and into it? We kind of made that, I don't know, if you're up already, if you're up a decent amount, 50, 60, 70, like 70%, if you got in towards these highs on like next month expiration or something, you are up probably a pretty decent amount, right? So what I would initially do and what I would really think about doing here is if you're in these and you're already up, let's say you're not up though, let's say you got in, you know, at the very low here, you know, down near 105 or whatever, I wouldn't let this go above the 50, as the 200 is right here. 200 is right here. Seems to be that it doesn't really respect the 200 that much, yada yada yada. It's just kind of whatever. The 50 though, it seems to respect a little bit more. You got a touch, another touches, you know what I mean, some a little bit more, couldn't end below it. So if it breaks above the 50, I wouldn't really, I would potentially still be thinking, you know, I don't know, I'd be thinking that we're starting to break out here, because we did break this little downtrend forming here, and that was my big thing. This downtrend forming. I was hoping it would still be holding up for you, but it's not, so that's the only issue. So just be cautious. You don't have much more room though, at least. I don't know how much you're up right now. I don't know how much you're down right now, but you don't have much more room. What indicators do I use? Kiki asking, what indicators do I use? Give me a second, I'll pull that up for you. I use moving average, exponential, the 50, the 200, the VWAP, what is this? Auto support and resistance line, made by the man, myth, the legend, Kush himself. And then the TTM squeeze. So those are my normal ones. That's all I really use. I don't like my chart being flooded, being completely and utterly just drenched with stuff, you know, because then you can't even see. You're like, okay, I think we're at 437.84. I don't know, because the Fibonacci retracement and the RSI doesn't align with the TTM squeeze. And since they don't align with the TTM squeeze with at least 30,000 shares of volume today above the 50 EMA and the 50 SMA with the 200, like, you see what I mean? like you get so confused because then you have things contradicting itself and converting and everything. So it's like, let's just AMD is tricky because RSI and MACD are both low again. I don't personally use all that, but like, I mean, you're 100%. I mean, hey, once again, here's the thing. RSI. So when it's low, that means that it's gonna spike, right? Because it's oversold, right? It's not overbought, it's oversold. So it could start to spike. So my main thing here is, I would once again just play that 50. Breaks above the 50, as you see past chart history. Support, 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 support. Now breaks above it, breaks below it. Look when it broke below it. Pretty decent dump. Pretty decent dump. Never has been back above it. Hasn't really even been close to it after that dump. And now we're starting to get a little bit closer to it. Let's see if we can touch it and start to dump. So S&P real quick. S&P about to approach 438. Also bounced off the 50. Only down $50, but I believe it will fall back to 106. I say you're good as long as it's below. It's bearish to me as long as it's below this 50. That's it in my head. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking that trade. I'd take that trade, right? And then whatever your RR is, apply that. So if you can't hold to the 50, maybe sell the position and get a size that you can hold to it, right? 106, 106.70. Okay, so that was your point. Do you use Thinkorswim as your broker? No, so I actually use Interactive Brokers as my broker. There it is, guys. There it is, real quick. There it is, 438 mark. There's that breakout, guys. Bada bing, bada boom, 438 pays out, baby. So there you go. There's your sense. It seems to be holding up as well, which is what you want. You don't want this to spike up and then dump back down. If it wants to hold up near these levels, maybe push 18, right? There you go. So I use Interactive Brokers as my main brokerage just because I used Thinkorswim for the longest time. It's just the fill times were so trash. It's like, all right, guys, I want to get in calls here at 438 break. Let me punch that in. Boom, punch that in. All right, guys, don't worry. It was just an error. I'm going to get filled. I'm getting filled right now. Don't worry about it. Okay, ready? I'm cancel that order. I'm going to get filled now. Boom. Okay, 438 break happened, and oh, I didn't get filled, guys. Okay, I'm coming back in here. Hold on, real quick. Okay, boom, I got filled at 438.20. All right, baby, let's see this. Why are we at 438.09? Right? It's like their fills are so trash, and then when you're trying to sell, it's even worse. And then my platform slows down. It's so bad. So maybe some other people's is different, but yeah. Can you show the auto support and resistance line how it works? Yeah. So you have your auto support and resistance. So support line right here. You see these gray lines? The bottom gray line support, the top gray line's resistance, right? As you can see, my line is right there as well, right? I lined it up to match that one because it works. So you see these two top wicks here? That's the resistance point. Support is from past support. In a way, it kind of just, it doesn't really apply sometimes. So that line doesn't really apply to me. I don't really care about that one, but I make my own, right? You have call levels. So these are the auto call levels that could break out. It could spike and break out above these, right? And that's just more reason, another indication on what may be coming in the future, right? So here you go at the 8.7, the 8.5 level. That's an actual, so that means it's a critical level or whatnot. It can spike above. I don't always use these as well. But then right here also is put level. Off of this point, they're saying it's a great spot to get puts or whatnot. Once again, I don't really use those. What I really use them for is just more of a reason to kind of back my theories up. So let's say I put a trend line, and then the auto support and resistance comes in and puts a trend line at the exact same spot. I know that that's a good spot. Because not only did I see it, but the coding saw it. Right? So I don't really use the rest of this stuff. Like, you'll never see me take a trade being like, okay, it's coming up to the auto support and resistance line, the call level, so I'm going to take a trade here. Like, no, I never do that. I just, I trade it as it is. And there it is, guys. That's what I didn't want to happen on the S&P. But it's still, hey, I feel like this is what's going to happen all day. It's going to do its thing. It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's going to go up, 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 higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. And maybe, just maybe, if it wants to start to push, these highs here, I'm not against it. Right? Sorry, I stepped away before I heard. Which broker do you use? I use Interactive Brokers. Don't like TOS because the filling on them is trashito. It is trashito. Unless if you're holding for long term, hey man. And there's sometimes you'll see me just play around because I got like a couple $100 or whatever in my Thinkorswim account, and I'll just mess around with it, and I'll just take like a trade here or there on SPX and stuff because I can't trade SPX. I gotta buy different market data on Interactive Brokers. So yeah, so I don't have SPX on that. I have it on my Thinkorswim account. So when I take SPX trades, I just use it with that. So yeah, SPY was overextended. Yeah, I mean more or less it really was. But there's sometimes we see SPY it'll make these overextended moves, hold these highs, and then just keep making these moves. It'll just be like boom, spike up, chop, boom, spike up, chop, boom, spike up. Just keep making like bull flags and stuff. Puts on SPY, Browner says. I'm honestly, man. Honestly, as long as we're up near these highs, we're forming these higher lows, I really wouldn't suggest it, right? I wouldn't suggest it, but just because we know what SPY can do. And if the market's feeling bullish, everyone wants S&P to go up or whatnot, yada, yada, yada. They're like, all right, screw these lows. Let's go up. Let's push new highs again, right, before July or whatnot. Okay, then let's push new highs again before July, right? So that's where I'm at. I'm just feeling like the market's a bit bullish right now. And, I wouldn't take even short-term puts. If you're just looking at short-term puts, I wouldn't even take them before it hits 437.20. If it goes back down there, starts to really come back down, you could potentially think about it as it's reversing. And it's like, oh, well, then you're missing out on all this. You're missing out on, 80 cents. Well, the low of the day is all the way down at 435. You catch $2.50. Yeah, T. Bryson, yep, wait for it, exactly, yep. So you catch like $2.50 on a move, man. I'll take $2.50 on a move. I'll take a $2.50, move on S&P. That'd be sick, dude. I mean, yeah, you'd be printing. So, pushing those highs again. Here we go. Pushing 20. Can it break 20? Hit 21. Let's see if it can really start to spike here. Rip and run. Let's see. S&P. Let's see for all of you guys. Can the S&P do it? Can the S&P build enough momentum to start to really rip and run, start to spike, get up towards these highs here? Seems as if it can. I mean, it's pushing it. So, we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening. The higher lows started to form. Higher lows hit. Bada bing, bada boom. So, pushed it by 1 penny. By a penny. Top is you shorters are gonna print when that thing comes down. So I'm just waiting here. Gonna load S&P up on the timing sales and the level 2. I'm just waiting here. Nothing too crazy. So AMD a little green. If you guys are in AMD puts or whatever, that 50 is right there. Watch that 50 every single time we come towards it. Every single time we come near it. Look at that. Look at all these lower shadows, spiked off it. Look at this lower shadow, boom, spiked off it. Touch of it, boom, spiked off it. Couldn't hold below it, boom. Got below it, spiked, really dipped below it, and has not touched it since. So, I would play that level heavy. Here we go on the S&P. Higher lows are forming. And I play higher lows very, 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 strategically, I guess you could say. I play higher lows a lot. Just due to the fact that they, more or less matter. They matter a lot. So, we'll see. We'll see if this pays out. We'll see. No trades for myself yet today. No trades for myself. I've been waiting, I guess you could say. I've been waiting in a way. I wasn't on the pre-market, or else I definitely would have took it to trade. Penny stock trades have gone crazy today. Look at this consolidation though. So if I adjust this just a little bit, let's see here. Something like that, right? Something like that. I'm not wrong. Am I wrong? Well, now I'm wrong, right? Okay. As long as it doesn't spike below that. It obviously is disrespecting the 50. It can come down to view up. If it breaks view up, hey, you shorters are going to print. You shorters are going to print on that play. So that's where I'm at here, guys. Nothing too crazy going on. S&P. S&P, going to load this up over here. Give me that 5 minute. I want to check that 5 minute. Come here, S&P. Oh, wait. I think I missed someone. What do you think about QQQ puts? Sorry, Ryan. I didn't even actually check out QQQ. I scanned it and then just went right over it. QQQ puts. Let me check that out real quick. Let me check that out real quick. Okay. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Alright, guys. What do I think about QQQ puts? QQQ. Now, isn't there like a derivative of this called like TQQQ? I'm just going to do that real quick. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, right? This is the opposite of this, right? Or something like that. Is that, I know that there's like inverse ETF type stuff. Oh, they seem to be the exact same. I'm not seeing much different. This just seems cheaper than this. So, I mean, what do I know though, right? So right now TTQ puts wise, I wouldn't take puts until this trend line breaks. That's really it. It would break and at the same time it would be breaking the view up. So that's not a terrible spot. I would just take a quick scalp. I wouldn't hold him crazy long or wait crazy, you know what I mean, or whatnot. But yeah, and especially if you can ride that for a little bit of a while without too much resistance. I mean, you could catch, what is that? 50-cent move around? 50, 60-cent move? Is the triple leverage ETF SQQ. Oh, okay. SQQQ is the inverse. Okay. Right. So SQQQ to TQQQ. So they're quite literally the opposite. Isn't that sick though? Isn't that sick that there's like that's so? Do they happen at the exact same time though, or hear me out? Hear me out. Let's take a look here. Hear me out. Do they happen at the exact same time? I'm sure they do. So if this goes up, does this come down? Is that how that works? So, is there any? I don't know. My mind's thinking. Of course, I'm thinking about trying to cheat the system, but I won't. I'm not even gonna think about that. But yep. Okay. Anyways, QQQ. Just don't take puts until I'd say that trend line breaks. There's no point really. But yeah, there we go on that. Top getting a little bit of a spike. TOP. We all know TOP could potentially spike a rip and run if it can ever pick up some volume again. I'm not really looking too forward to, doing anything too fugazi on it. Fugazi. I'm not looking for anything too crazy. So just taking a look. A couple different stocks real quick. SGTX. Nothing going on there. Yeah. Bet thanks. Yep. No problem. I'll actually keep that up in this chart over here for you, man. I'll keep that up in this chart just so I can peep it every now and then. Maybe be like, oh my gosh, Ryan, you're printing. You're making so much money. So just be careful in these areas. You don't want it. And another thing you don't want to happen is make the view up. Then when it cracks the view up, has confirmation, make that now your stop loss. If it starts to come above the view up and a candlestick ends above the view up now, make that your stop loss. Get out. Right. So if it comes below here, starts to really spike. Look what happened here. Right. We came below the view up a little bit. You would have been printing or whatnot. Yeah. Good stuff. You broke the view up. Then boom. So we'll see here. Coming up to that line here. Not a little trend line here. We will see what's going on. Gonna load up. Let's load Tesla up. Let's check out Tesla. A couple traders were interested in that. So this thing about Tesla, we got a lot of up and down momentum all day. The S&P finally picked the direction to the top side, holding the 438 level or whatnot. That's sick. That's what you want. Good stuff, right? So here's a strategy I've heard before. Hold like next week expiration, next week calls or whatever, right? Or whatever it is, and let's say you're getting in. Let's say you get in at, I don't know. Let's say you get in at this high daybreak or something, right? 437.34, and you're up right now. Just don't sell out until you break even. And their next week expiration, so you got it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got it. Right? You're making a little bit of cash here and there, right? Making a couple bucks. It's like, okay, YB. All right, YB. Enough with the shenanigans. Are you taking a trade or not, YB? Huh? Are you taking a trade or not? Okay, listen. Hey, whoa. My hands are in the air right now if you guys can't tell. Hold on. Whoa. Give me a second. Let me think. Let me rewind. Let me think. Okay. Let's rewind. For anyone that's just tuning in, what is my trade? What is the trade I'm thinking about? For those of you that have been here, you guys have known, you guys know it. If 875 breaks, if the trend line and 875 break to the top side on TOP with volume picking up, I'll think about it, guys. All right. Hold me by my neck here. All right. 894 here. 894 is a high. If 894 then can break, I'll be good. If it can't break, I'll be out like that. If I see resistance starting to form at 894, I'll be like, and I'll take my 30 cents. Right. So from like 875, what is that? 885, 895. So what? 20 cents? 20 cents. So I'll load up on all. We'll see what I decide to do. If volume can't start to pick up on this trade, we're in the lunch hours right now. The time's 12:40. And we start to dump. We start to really get in there or whatnot. Okay. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna be the guy that's like, I'm not gonna force anything. You shorters can have it. You hyenas, you wolves. You guys are just waiting. You guys are right down here. You guys want the stock to just fall down in here, and you guys can eat, print, make the money. All right. So, all right. While us long traders are like, come to safety up here. Come on up here, guys, please. Right. So we're just waiting on that one. Some of my references, bro. I crack myself up. Okay. S&P holding 438 level. Just being cautious. So I'm not doing anything wild. Not thinking too crazy. Little dip there on Tesla. So, do you guys have any stocks you want me to take a look at real quick? You guys have anything you want me to look over? Potentially. Not thinking too much about anything, And there's that QQQ. There's that little reversal there. So right off the view up in the trend line, it hit and it spiked. That's even stronger resistance. I hope the view up stays right beside the trend line, so that it'll ride that, and when it comes down, that'll be a great punch in. You can punch that in so heavy. We have some okay, the 15 to 200 are neck and neck right now too. So you have a little bit of resistance here, a little bit of resistance. Maybe you're gonna come down, maybe you'll punch it in, maybe it'll hit. So there you go. There you go. We'll see. We'll see what happens on QQQ. Hell of a trade. Hell of a play. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any trades you want me to take a look at, hey, feel free to shout them out. Feel free to let me know. I'm here right now. What do I think about Apple? What do I think about AAPL? AAPL. Well, anyone? Hey, oh yeah, let's go over this real quick. Anyone interested in that headset? Which one of you guys are gonna start trading from that headset? Huh? From the new Apple headset coming out? You guys are gonna see me get on TradeCaster.com. You're gonna see. You're gonna see this. All right, guys. I'm thinking about Tesla. Tesla new high days. Oh my gosh, Tesla. That is so wild. That is wild, guys. You guys seeing that? Right? So it's gonna be like it's gonna be insane, bro. You guys are gonna be trading literally like you're gonna see me doing this. Oh man. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm buying a couple hundred shares. I'm loading up. Boom. All right, just punch it in, guys. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not thinking about it at all. But Apple. So you said triangle formation, triangle. I'm seeing a little something going on here. Let me load it up on a little bit of a larger time scale so I can condense it and maybe get it down. Don't need a PC anymore? No, truth be told. Who needs a PC when you got a $3,000 random headset that you can just sit and literally be the most lazy person in the world if you want to be? Okay, so I'm seeing a little something like this. Try to line that right. Something like that. Yeah, that's good. So you're not wrong. A tiny bit of an ascending triangle pattern. Chop though. A little bit of chop. So you can't today's one of those days where we had our breakouts, we had our ones that went. We have the S&P just climbing, doing its thing, right? Which I'm 100% fine with. Keep doing your thing, S&P. I love you. Love you, truth be told. We have TOP had its gap up. We had what is that? SGTX pre-market spiked, ripped, ran, right? So we have all of our trades of the day. So if you guys are up right now, I 135% am not against in any way, shape, or form you walking. Walk. Go take a hike, buddy. Be here tomorrow. 10 AM EST, right? I'll see you then type situation, right? It's like you're good to go. It's almost 1 o'clock, right? The market's a little bit more, it's a little bit more facete. Nothing's going on, so you just got to be cautious in the area, in these areas. So TOP with a little bit of a gap up on the 5. It's starting to pick up a little bit of heat. Picked up a little bit of heat there. Nothing crazy though. So, like I said, I'm not forcing any trades. 875 point. Why am I thinking about this here? Okay, YB, why are you thinking about 875? 75 is a critical level. Now, surely, I don't like the fact that it hit 75 and wicked right off it, so I'm going to go lighter size. That's immediately my first thought. It went, let's go to the 1 minute. It went 875. Not only did it go 875, and look at that tight-ass triangle pattern. So, it went 875, but then immediately dumped like 70 cents. Which, in my eyes, is terrible. Like, I don't want to see that happen, right? It's like, that's not what I want to see. What I want to see happen is it go from 875, maybe dump, then have a slight pullback. Next candle forms, break out, right? That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this, this forming. But this breakout might be a little bit bigger if it breaks out. We'll see if we have anyone on watch here on TOP. Any traders trade this at all on that gap up? Any traders take this on the gap up? Make a couple bucks here and there. Anyone? There it is. There's a gap up. There's a breakout. TOP with that breakout. Hold up. Calm down. Everyone calm down. Let's all take a second. Let's all take a breather. Let's all take a breather here. Hold up. I'm loading this up just in case. Getting wild. We're getting crazy up in here. I'm not punching nothing yet. I'm not touching this. S&P, potential new high day as well. Look at that. This is why now this stock is up. Woo! Oh, you shoulders, bro. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, I'm not touching this stock. Oh, man. Oh, that might have been ear rape. Sorry, guys. What is going on, baby? Oh, it just screwed so many people, guys. This is why I didn't want to touch this stock in a way. I wanted the 875 breakout. I wanted that 875 breakout so bad. I wanted it. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so clean. But now, here are the wolves. The wolves are eating, baby. That is wild, man. That is wild. Okay. Had to take a breather there. Loaded it up. Didn't take anything on it. No trades for myself today. This one's now off my watch list after that move. I'm not. And, hey, listen. You could say to yourself, dip buy opportunity. Dip buy. No, not at all. It just almost filled the gap all the way back down, right, to 757. Is that where that's at? What's the high here? There it is. Hey, shorters, I hope you're printing. Shorters, I hope you guys are in it. I hope you guys are loving this trade. Hope you guys are eating right now, man. This is what I was looking forward to. This is what I was talking about. So, you guys do you. But me personally, I'm not going to touch it. Me personally, I'm okay on the stock. Potential trap pattern about a hit. If you can go from green to red, would be nice. So, hey, guys. Hey, enjoy your guys' profits on the day. Look at that. S&P had that nice spike up. 438.28. Oh, man, dude. If I could short a stock, that would be the stock to short. Oh, man, you guys are printing on TOP. Here's the Apple, still in this consolidation range. Guys, I'm chilling out right now, dude. It's a little hot in here, isn't it? It's getting a little spicy. We're heating up. We're starting to cook a little bit, huh? So, I'm just chilling out. Right now. I don't know too much else to say. I don't know, man. I mean, that stock just with that dump. I mean, I'm cooling. So, do you guys have any? Any questions? Do you guys have any comments? Any concerns? Anything you guys want me to take a look at, real quick? Apple, a little bit of a range. QQQ wouldn't take anything but until, and now we're starting to break out a little bit more. Break the trend line, break the view up. That's where you could take a little bit of positions here. Let's take a look at Tesla. Real quick here. If Tesla ever could start to come down again and maybe start to push these lows here, potentially be thinking about it. But hey, with the S&P ripping like this, you always have to be cautious. If it starts to push the highs here, could make a good W pattern. So that's where we're at. That's where I'm at on the day. Guys, be careful on TOP. If you guys want longs on TOP, you got to be very, very cautious. You got to be so cautious. You've seen the move. I've seen the move. We've all seen the move. There we go. Now it's starting to spike. Now we're picking up some heat to the top side. But the thing about it is I won't touch the stock anymore. Why, YB? It's starting to spike. It's starting to rip and run. Okay, look at what just happened. Look at what happened before, right? Look at what happened before. Past chart history states that every single time we get up near these highs, we dump right off these points. So, hey, I love all of you guys. I hope you guys are all having a terrific day. But with the time being 12:50, hey, here, listen to me, listen up. I know it's like, what are you doing? I know it sucks. I know, guys. But let me find a banger for you. Okay. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It's a little bit of a later stream today. I love every single one of you guys. Make sure to subscribe. 100 subs. We're doing a $5 giveaway of some sort. We're going to get into it. Been thinking about the gift for a long time now. I love each and every single one of you guys. Stay profitable. Stay consistent. Don't take dumb trades. Watch out for TOP. Watch out for Tesla. Watch out for QQQ. Dump below to the view up. Tesla. Dump below to the lower day. Top. Maybe a spike. Maybe a pop. S&P ripping and running, baby. Woo! Have a good one, y'all. Let's get a good yeah buddy in this chat room. We haven't done one all day. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. Stay safe. Have a good one. Peace.